another one of these. Shout out to the fans though, they were unreal. They got us there through the fourth. Happy for our group. That's a big one. Gotta keep stacking them.
Another one.
Dubski.
Dubski. Good win. Libby was good luck.
Great job, man. We pulled that thing together. We beat the #1 team. Talk to me.
All right, guys. I do want to talk about this game because I think that the Indiana Fever played what will come down to by the end of the season to be one of the best games of the year. The reason why is because you get a team that was 8th in the WNBA against the #1 team in the league, and a team that has beaten them badly all season. This is the 4th time we have seen the Indiana Fever take on the New York Liberty, and the 3 times earlier, they lost. They lost badly in those games, and 2 of those games, the New York Liberty had 100+ points. And, you know, it was like, okay, well, the Liberty was dominating. They were absolutely dominating in this one. But instead of the Indiana Fever holding their head and saying, you know what, we're about to come into this game, we're about to lose because we're playing the best team and the W and yada, 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 yada. I want you all to know that the Indiana Fever team is different. They're not just gonna roll over. They're not gonna be scared. They're not gonna play scared. And they played their big one today. They played their big one. The Indiana Fever defeat the New York Liberty 83-78. And guys, to me the core piece to this game, and I feel like I've said it quite a bit already today. But to me, the reason why this team wins, it's because of how Lexie Hull played in this game. I think Lexie Hull was really phenomenal in this game, and to me, she helped to sort of turn the tide for this Indiana Fever team. And yes, absolutely, Caitlin, Kelsey, Aaliyah, NaLyssa, they all played really well. They did. But Lexie Hull, what she was able to do, in the fourth quarter, her hitting some big time free throws, her passing the ball well, the specific example was, it was the fourth quarter. It was about 5 minutes left to go. Caitlin Clark tries to get a three-point basket. She misses the basket. Lexie Hull gets the rebound and makes the layup. To me, that started to turn the tide for this team. At the time, the New York Liberty were winning 72-64. All right, 72-64. 5 minutes left to go. Lexie Hull grabs the offensive rebound off of a Caitlin miss and makes the layup. All right, you see that happen, and after that, I was like, oh, there's a shift. There is absolutely a shift in this game, because after that play happens, the New York Liberty only score 4 more points. I mean, 6 more points, I should say. They only score 6 more points in that game, and the Indiana Fever go from 66 points to 83 in 5 minutes. This is a team, and I think that really gave this team a lot more momentum, and it was awesome to see. It was absolutely awesome to see in this game, and of course, Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark. She does her thing every single game. We saw in the first quarter she was scoring. In the first half, I should say, she was scoring. Then she got into her assist bag, passing the ball very, very well. And then she got her rebounds up, and she ultimately finishes this game with a triple-double. Again, guys, this is the first triple-double in first rookie to ever get a triple-double in WNBA history.
First time for a rookie to get a triple-double in franchise history.
I think she was fan-freaking-tastic in this game. She didn't score a ton of points, because it wasn't necessary for her to score a lot of points. Caitlin had 19 points in this game, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, 2 steals, might I add, only 4 turnovers, which is really good for her. I think that she played very well. I think that that when we talk about what Caitlin's able to do, her passing is spectacular. It really is. Her passing is spectacular. Her vision is great. Yes, she did not shoot very well from the 3-point line, but her teammates had her back and they stepped up when they needed to. Example of Lexie Hull grabbing the rebound off of a Caitlin miss. But I thought Caitlin played well. She got her teammates involved, and she just consistently stayed involved in this game. Aliyah Boston, y'all. Aliyah Boston. She played way better than her stats show. Way better than her stats show. Aliyah Boston finishes this game with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. But y'all, watching this game and watching Aliyah Boston play, it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see. She is a player who again, number 1 pick from last season, rookie of the year. She's a player who, struggled at the start of the season. And a lot of people had a lot of not so nice things to say about her. But Aliyah Boston, she put her head down and she worked. And today, I thought she was fantastic in this. She really was. She really was fantastic in this game. When we talk about the Indiana Fever, yeah, absolutely. Caitlin does her thing, but Aliyah Boston, the way she plays, the way she looks for her shot, the way that she is the calming force for this team, it's awesome to see. It really is awesome to see. And guys, I know she does, 18 points, 8 rebounds. A lot of people might look at that and be like, oh, whatever. But rewatch the game and rewatch the way she played. I thought she played fantastic. Way better than her stats actually show. The fact that she held her and NaLyssa held the New York Liberty post players to so few points. I think it's just another testament to what this team is able to do, because you have key players at different spots. And it's great to see. And NaLyssa Smith is another player. NaLyssa Smith is another player that, again, doesn't get a lot of recognition. A lot of people sleep on her, don't like her. Yes, she does miss free throws, and yes, she does have to get that together. But today in this game, she was 4 of 6 from the free throw line, had 12 points, 11 rebounds. Again, she brought about positive basketball. She brought about positive basketball when she was on the court. It's not just about her scoring. It's about just the little things she does. Her boxing out and allowing other people to get a rebound. Her, getting shots to fall. Her just hustle plays. She's plus 22 on this game. She's plus 22 for NaLyssa Smith. The best out of everybody on the court. Plus 22. Again, and you also have Kelsey Michell. Kelsey Michell had a fantastic game. Guys, she basically closed out the game, Kelsey Michell, because there was remember that 3-point basket she had in the fourth quarter? It was very, very late in the fourth quarter. We saw it was a fast break opportunity. Caitlin Clark got the rebound, got the defensive rebound, passed it up to Kelsey Michell, who had a quick trigger 3-point shot. She scores it. They tied the game 75-75. Kelsey Michell is a big bucket player. She's a big, big, big bucket player, and I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. When we talk about this Indiana Fever team, it's not just one person. I know there's a lot of focus on Caitlin Clark, and rightly so. Caitlin is awesome, but you have 4 bona fide starters on your team. You have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Michell, Aliyah Boston, NaLyssa Smith. Now the thing that the Indiana Fever have to figure out is who is that 5th player in the starting lineup. I think that's the one thing that you got to figure out. And you got to figure it out. Initially, to start the season, it was Katie Lou Samuelson. Then it went to Christy Wallace. Now it's back to Katie Lou. I mean, Katie Lou, I thought played pretty well in this game. But Lexie Hull, I think she deserves more time. She absolutely deserves more time in this game to play, because she did a big one in this one. She did her big one in this game. I thought Damaris Dances came in and gave some positive minutes for the Fever as well.
I'm so proud of you guys. Like, to come back home after 5 road games and to do what you did, it is incredible. Like, we only scored 15 and 16 in the second and third quarter, and that's when we let that side of the floor dictate everything else. We never did. You guys defended your ass off. Defended your ass off. Dee Dee, great job. Great job. Lexie Hull. Way to make your free throws. We were 11 for 12.
But for the New York Liberty, the reason why they lose this game is because the players the best players on the team didn't play well. All right, Courtney Vandersloot continues to have an off game. She's just not the player that she was at the start of the season. I know she's dealing with a lot, and that has something to do with it as well. So it continues to please continue to keep her family in your prayers. But she's just not the same player. She's playing kind of like a shell of herself. She barely played in this game because she's a liability, to be honest with you. She's a liability on the court, so they decided to bench Courtney Vandersloot and have her sort of ride there for the rest of the game. But Sabrina Ionescu continues to be fantastic. She does have 22 points in this one. She does miss some critical 3-point shots to get this New York Liberty team back in this game. And to me, the fact that the New York Liberty could not hit 3-point shots, that was their Achilles heel, because they relied on the 3-point shot more than basically everything else. This Liberty team shot 42 3-pointers. 42 3-pointers in this game. Again, 42. All right. They only make 10. This team relies a lot on 3-pointers. You have Kayla Thornton, who focuses heavy on 3-pointers. You have Jonquil Jones a lot of times, 3-point shots. Sabrina Ionescu, of course, 3-point. Stewie, 3-point. There's a lot of 3-point shooters on this team, and none of them could really get going. Benijah got going early, and then she got cold from the 3-point line. This is a team that needs to figure out what's your next move if your 3-point shot doesn't work. What's your next move? Because you literally have 2 former MVPs on your team. All right, you have 2 former MVPs, and you have to win games like this. Bang's theory is right. Yeah, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today the New York Liberty died by the 3. They died by the 3. I thought Sabrina played well. I thought Benijah played well. But you need your 2 best players on this team, Jonquil Jones and Brianna Stewart. You need them to show up. Brianna Stewart only had 14 points in this one, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Jonquil Jones had 6 points, 12 rebounds. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable for a player of Jonquil Jones' talent level. Like, it just is. And yes, the New York Liberty had the momentum in that third quarter. They went on a huge run, and then they completely laid an egg for the rest of the game. They completely laid an egg. ABZ, thank you so much for the super chat, says, Quita, do you feel like Jonquil Jones played soft? Yeah, she did. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why she played so soft. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, she played very soft. She was very soft in this game. Very, very, very soft. But yeah, guys, I thought this was a fun game all around. I thought this was a very, very fun game. Again, anybody can get got. Anybody. Even the best team in the WNBA, which was the New York Liberty. So again, fantastic game by the Fever. Hey, they own a big one. They own a big one, and they are roaring. All right, we about to see what else the New York Liberty has in store. Again, guys, just to let you all know, their next game is going to be on the 10th versus the Mystics, and that's a game that they should win. And then they also go to play the Mercury, and they just beat the Mercury, and so we may see this Indiana Fever team win their next 1, 2, 3, 4. We may see them win their next 4 games going into All-Star break. So that's a lot of momentum that they can have going into All-Star break and trying to finish out the rest of the season. So I would say fantastic game for them. I thought they played well, and they have momentum. And for the New York Liberty, they play the Connecticut Sun on the 10th. That's gonna be a rough game, so they might lose that one. Then they play the Sky twice. We'll see what the Sky can do versus the New York Liberty. And then they round out the rest of the first half of the season against the Connecticut Sun. So the New York Liberty play the Sun twice, and they play the Sky twice before we go into the break for both the All-Star break and the Olympic break. A thing, guys, to know. I'm not sure everybody knows this, but there is a very, very lengthy break after the All-Star game. We go into our Olympic break. This is a thing that happens every single time. Every 4 years for the WNBA happens. And teams will be off for basically a month. Not off. They'll be practicing. The players who are not in the Olympics, they'll be practicing. But there's basically going to be a month off where there's no games, and players are just going to be in the gym practicing, getting better. And for teams that don't have really any players going overseas to play in the Olympics, I think it's really going to give them an opportunity to like really get it together and like really hone in on what they can do. And I think this is a great opportunity for the Indiana Fever to continue to build on what they're already building. So again, guys, that is my post-game analysis. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Guys, if y'all could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, that'd be pretty awesome. Also, if y'all can subscribe to the channel, I make content all about women's basketball. So if that is your thing, I want you to join me. Join me right over here. I make content basically every single day, it feels like, talking about women's basketball, because basketball is my favorite sport, and I love women's basketball. That's what I do here. We are on our road to 20,000 subscribers. My goal was to hit that before All-Star break. I don't think that's likely anymore. But if y'all are not subscribed, please subscribe. In my analytics, it shows that almost everybody, the majority of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if y'all please could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and try to help me get to the goal of 20,000 subscribers by All-Star break. So again, guys, I appreciate y'all. If y'all want some merch, y'all can get some merch at QLSapparel.com. Once again, that is QLSapparel.com. I'm wearing one of my shirts right now. This is a awesome person of the internet shirt, and on the back it says "For the love of the game." So yeah, y'all get some merch if y'all would like.